Hello, I'm John Thorne from Thorny Motorsport, and this little video in a car is going to help people, I hope, regarding the issue of accumulators in Super Series cars. Now, I'm sat in a 12C right now. We've just replaced the accumulators on this car. But what we have found is that we have people who have been, how should we say, screwed in terms of replacing accumulators multiple times. To give you an example, we've been working these cars 10 years. We've never had to replace a set of accumulators that we've replaced before. So they are not a regular failure item. Yes, they do fail 5, 6, 7, 8 years of life. Once they're replaced, we have not needed to replace them again. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because we had a customer come in a couple of weeks back and he said he's on his 4th set of accumulators. Now, that's just not true. It's just not possible you can actually wear out accumulators that way. Which makes me think there are some people out there taking advantage of this accumulator issue to make some money out of owners. So, the idea of this video is to basically show you the test that we do to confirm what the accumulators have found. Now, first of all, you may get an error on the dash that says PCC fault. If related to the lift going up and down on a car that's fitted with lift, then that is a likely indication of accumulator issue, but it is not the guaranteed one. There could be all number of reasons why you get a PCC fault, down to low fluid or even a sensor calibration, so it's not expensive. But this is the test we do to confirm ourselves that the accumulators are found. Now, I'm outside our workshop now. I'm going to put the car in softest mode. So I'm in a 12C right now, so it's normal mode. Doesn't matter on the power I'm going to do it on, doesn't matter on manual or not. I tend to always drive the cars in manual anyway, so I'll put it in launcher. Let me off there, it's a manual from here, and the air up. I'm going to drive the car now, a little road that I know very well. It's right outside our workshop. I'm deliberately going to drive over a couple of little bumps that I know are here. Nothing significant, not talking about damaging wheels or anything. We're talking about a bump in the road that I know what the car will do and feel like. And I'm driving in normal mode now. So there's a couple of lumps coming up, I know they're here, and I know what the car feels like. So I'm going to drive over them in normal or softest mode, and I'm going to see what the car feels like. Now, we've just done this car, so it's a bit of a process. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. There's a couple of bumps coming out. I know they're there, and I can feel what the car feels like. What I'm actually feeling is basically seeing what the car feels like going over a specific bump, and I know what they are. And I've got bumps. I live in the UK, so bumpy roads are not hard to find. What I'm doing is trying to make sure I test both axles, left-hand side and right-hand side, looking for a bump in the road. It's not a big one. You may be able to feel that on the camera, not sure. But what I'm looking for is that kind of bump. Now, I know that in my mind what I've got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to drive over the same bumps. Here's one here. There you go. I know what that's going to feel like. I'm now going to move the car into track mode, okay? I'm not going to sport, okay? The difference between sport and comfort or normal is, again, there, but it's not as dramatic. What I'm looking for is a dramatic difference. So I've put the car in sport mode. Doesn't matter about the power side at all. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over the same bumps. Now, if accumulators are working properly, as I go over these bumps, it's going to feel a lot stiffer, a lot more crashy, because I'm running in the stiffest mode. Now, I can feel the car bumping around now, so I know I'm in track mode. So obviously we just replace these accumulators. Here's on the bumps. Yeah, it's a big difference. It's hard to tell on the camera, I grant you. But in terms of what I'm feeling, it feels very different. So I'm going exactly the same bumps, exactly the same process in track mode, and I can feel the car is more jiggly and bouncy. I can feel it now. I put it back into comfort. And again, I can feel the difference immediately, okay? We're not talking about a Rolls-Royce to a track car, but we are talking about taking off the edge of the lumps. But specifically finding a bump that you drive over in both forms, that's what's going to tell you. Okay, so here's one I went over here now. Lovely, okay, that's in comfort mode. So I went over there in track mode, it's crashing. So that's a test we do, okay? There's other tests in terms of the dash, everything else that's there, but don't just rely on someone telling you that your accumulators are gone, okay? Your car should feel different between track and comfort mode. Now, again, I'm not using sport mode because the difference between the two is reasonably small, but going from track to comfort or vice versa is a big difference, and you should feel a difference you'll feel. All right, so try that test. You may save yourself £1,000 odd, and people try and screw money out of you in the meantime. All right, cheers.